Hi, I'm Paul Comfort. Normally on Transit Unplugged TV, we take you to a different city around the world every month to showcase their food, fun, culture, show you behind the scenes of their public transportation system, and in one special iconic location, we show you how do you get there riding public transportation. Today's episode is very special because today we're in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. That location that people come from all over the world. They want to see the monuments, the White House, the Smithsonian, some late night music entertainment, but they don't quite know how to get there using public transportation. Today is your day. We're going to take you behind the scenes of all these iconic locations and show you how to use public transportation to get to them. So the next time you come here, you don't necessarily need a taxi cab or to rent a car. We're going to answer that question for you. How do I get there? You know what I'd like to do is, I'd like to get on one of these tours, and when I get to a city like this, check everything out. What time's it go?
So the first bus we depart like 9:40.
Oh, 9:40? Okay.
9:40.
And where do we pick it up?
Right here.
Oh, good.
You come right here in this lane.
Oh, good. And this is a two-story one, right? I can ride the top. That's what I want to do. That one only's one, yeah. We're starting here at Union Station. We go to the Capitol, the Air and Space Museum, and the Natural History Museum. You can see it all. It's going to be good. This is great, isn't it? I feel like I just came out of a drugstore with a long receipt. All right, let's go up top and see if we can get a seat up top. Even though it's a little chilly, it'll be great. We can see better up there. I love that. All right, up the teeny tiny stairs.
Yeah, and what tunnel?
Dude, I've done these trips in London, in Chicago, in San Francisco. All the big cities have these. It's awesome. This is the Museum of Natural History. This is the one where they made that movie, Night at the Museum, with Ben Stiller and Robin Williams. It all took place in here. This is a great museum, all kinds of great artifacts. So up here, this is the Capital One Arena. It's where some of our big sports teams play here in DC, the Washington Wizards basketball team. It's served well by public transportation, both bus and the metro system. So this is the original Ford's Theater, man. This is where President Abraham Lincoln was shot by John Wilkes Booth when he jumped off the stage and said, "Sic semper tyrannis," down with tyrants. He was a Southern sympathizer, and he killed our 16th president right there. What a great tour to check out all the places ahead of time. Now we're going to use public transportation to get back to see some of them. We're at Farragut North Station here on the Red Line, and we're going to ride down to Union Station, about 5 stops on the Metro, and there we're going to transfer over and get on the DC Streetcar. So once again, you can see that a lot of modes, especially the rail modes, all converge there at Union Station. It's a great place to center your trip from. One of the ways you can arrive here to Union Station, if you want to use public transportation, is to take the MARC trains. MARC trains are operated by the Maryland MTA, where I used to be CEO. These trains are awesome, and they come down, they're very reasonably priced from Baltimore and Western Maryland, and they come in here, and you can come to Union Station riding the MARC train. It's a great option. And we're here. You come in on MARC train from Western Maryland or Baltimore region, hop off at Union Station, and you can ride all the options from here. Randy, You know, our show this time is a little bit different than our normal show, where we normally only showcase a city's one cool location and how to get there via transportation, public transportation.
Yeah.
But here in Washington, people from all over the world come here to see all your sites. And so we're showing them how to use the metro system,
Sure.
the streetcar, the bikes, everything to get everywhere. Tell us about your system some.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, arguably one of the most dynamic regions in the country, like world kind of capital, right? So very fortunate to live here and work at Metro. So our system is, very large rail system. We have 98 stations and miles of track. We cover basically 3 states, DC, Maryland, and Virginia, right? Kind of local guy. And then a very extensive bus system. We have about 1,600 buses, give or take. So like today, busy day, we'll move better part of 1 million people today. We're back really well. We led the country in ridership for 2 years straight. So we're really feeling good about getting people around where they need to get to. So, for our region, super dynamic. A lot of people talk about the monuments, the mall, and museums.
Right.
Which is like Americana.
That's right.
Greatest, right. So you got that part. But then like Nats opening day is this week. The soccer opening day was this week. We have 2 professional soccer teams. We got Commanders are back to being a big deal. Caps are the #1 team in the playoff or in hockey, and Ovi's chasing the record. So you get all, we're like the national sports capital is kind of a big thing we talk about here. And then just, an incredible dining scene. And it's a really amazing area to come and visit.
And so when people come here, they really don't need to rent a car or even take
no.
taxis.
Why would you do
They
that?
can ride your system, right?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, no, renting a car is a bad decision.
It's a bad decision
That's
here.
a regret immediately.
Yeah.
So we have the best served airport basically in the country as national airport, but we also serve Dulles International Airport and then Amtrak out of Union Station. So we serve somewhere around, I think, 16,000 people a day out of the 2 airports alone. So most people that fly in here just quickly get on a train. They're either downtown or wherever their location is. Yeah. 1, you would never want to drive in DC area. 2, you would never want to pay to park. And 3, our system is the fastest and cheapest way to get around. So, no, we're just hitting tourist season. So you add it to our regular residents. This is an incredible system to explore one of the coolest American regions. But it's cherry blossom season.
Oh, baby.
So I wanted to bring you one
Look
of those.
at that.
Cherry blossom season. They go big every year.
Thank you for the great work you're doing, leading the nation's capital up here, man.
Thanks, Paul. Appreciate it. Great seeing you.
All right, when you leave Union Station, you walk out past all the inner city buses, and then you'll come out here to the Union Station for DC Streetcar. The first few stops, and by the way, this is all free and level platforms, pretty cool. But the first few stops are restaurants and shops and grocery stores. Then you get to the bar district and clubs. Then you get all the way down to my favorite place, RFK Stadium, where I saw so many great football games. So all the way down, they have lots of festivals there, all kinds of great things happening. All the way run by the city government and all free. We're gonna get on it right now. All right, so this is how you know when the train's coming. We're gonna take the red line towards Shady Grove to get to our restaurant. Let's hop on board. And once in a while, if you're in a real hurry and the bus isn't gonna be here for a few minutes or there's no connection, you have to take an Uber, no problem. So I'm here in Georgetown in the great restaurant Martin's Tavern. Something very special happened here many years ago, and that was U.S. Senator John F. Kennedy was sitting right where I'm sitting, right here in this booth, and proposed to Jacqueline Bouvier, who later became, as you know, Jackie Kennedy, our First Lady. It all happened right here in the proposal booth in 1953. One of their specialties here at Martin's Tavern is their shepherd's pie. Can't wait to dig into that. And then, of course, their famous French onion soup. This is the traditional Eggs Benedict, a great brunch option here at Martin. Yeah, that's perfect. All right, that looks amazing. And there's another form of public transportation, right? It's peds, walking. And so we just walked a couple blocks down from Martin's Tavern, which, by the way, is the oldest family-owned restaurant in Washington, D.C. A great lunch there. And down here to Georgetown Waterfront Park, where it is, it's beautiful. You can see they got a water taxi back there, walking, biking, kayaking, and right behind us, of course, is the great Kennedy Center. What a great place to kind of sit and relax like everyone is here, or walk your dog, just enjoy it out in the sunshine. All right, just on the edge of the Georgetown Waterfront Park, you can hop on a water taxi like we're gonna do and take a ride over to the wharf. It's about a 1-hour ride. Here in the Blues Alley Jazz Club, Washington's premier jazz supper club for the last 60 years. You're getting to hear the sound check of the band as they start tonight. You normally don't get to see behind the scenes like this, just like you don't normally get to see behind the scenes of the transit systems we show you here on Transit Unplugged TV. If you like what you're seeing and hearing, give us a like and subscribe on YouTube and tell your friends about us. It means a lot to us.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of green, for purple mountains, majesty above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Dude, wasn't that awesome? Riding our bikes right down the middle of Pennsylvania Avenue up to the Capitol. I loved it. I've never ridden anything like that, right up to our nation's capital. Anyway, let's go to Eastern Market and get a cup of coffee. And I think the best way to do it is to ride the bus. Come on, let's go see it. To get to Eastern Market, let's take this 32 route. It's gonna be here in 5 minutes. You know, it's cool, a little secret a lot of people don't know. They've got an app, metropulse.wmata.com. Now everybody's gonna know about it, right? No, this app is pretty cool. You go to it and you can find the route you want just by typing it in, 32. We're gonna do 32, it tells us where it's going. And look, dude, you can even see where the bus is right now as it's headed towards you. We're at Pennsylvania 7th, right here, and it shows what stop it's at. And it moves along this map. It's almost like, you know, an app for a ride-a-car. Right there. So we're gonna wait here 5 minutes and then we're gonna get on the bus. Let's go get a cup of coffee at Eastern Market. Woo! You know, it's just amazing. Every time we go on a shoot, we always get this amazing weather. I mean, look at this. Springtime in DC, sunny, breezy. It's amazing. It kind of reminds me when we shot in Vancouver, Canada. Kevin Quinn, my buddy who's CEO there, he said, we got there, it was another beautiful day like this. He said, Paul, it has been raining almost every day for the last 6 months. And then you guys get here and you bring this. So it's amazing. We're blessed. It's good times. You know, one of the great things about being here in Washington in the springtime is if you time it right, you can see the cherry blossoms come alive here. The mayor of Tokyo in Japan gave a bunch of these cherry trees to America more than 100 years ago. And then around 60 years ago, they gave us another 4,000 of these trees, and they've got them planted all around here. This is called the National Tidal Basin, and it's on the mall. You got the Jefferson Memorial there, the Washington Monument here, and it's just a beautiful time to come to Washington, D.C., isn't it? To see all these amazing cherry blossoms, pink and white flowers, man. Aren't they cool? It's a great time to be here. Beautiful spring weather here in D.C.
Hi, welcome to the Roost.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, this is great, man. Was this like a food hall?
It is a food hall.
Wow. So I've been in a couple of these food halls. We were in Tulsa, but how's this work? Is this multiple restaurants or?
It is multiple restaurants, but it's a little different than your standard food hall. We all work together. We have one ordering system. So you can order from any stall through one transaction, and we bring it right to your table on real plates with real fork and knife and a real glass.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
So what do I do? Is it just?
You just pick a table, sit there, scan the QR code, and you can order from any of the stalls that you'd like.
Awesome, thanks.
Yeah, of course. Here is the kitchen sink nacho from Hi-Fi.
Wow.
It's got beans, queso, smoked crema, enchilada sauce, and a lot of other fixings. And I have the Linda's lunch combo of a soup and a salad. We've got the Caesar salad with the vichyssoise soup. We have the Red Apron Original here. It's got Thousand Island, pickles, onions, lettuce. It's a very classic burger. Very
Awesome.
good.
Great.
I have got the Cali roll, which is imitation crab, avocado, and cucumber.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow, we finally made it to the National Mall, huh? A lot of walking around here, that's why we took a scooter. Anyway, I don't know if you know, but back in 1791, this guy named Pierre Charles L'Enfant, he laid out the design of Washington, D.C., and he wanted there to be a long promenade from the Capitol building down to the Potomac River, and that's what this is. This is our National Mall. Not like a shopping mall, but more like the European style of a mall where it'd be a place for public gatherings and celebrations. So you've got the Capitol on one side, then over there, the Lincoln Memorial, over there, the White House, and right here in the middle, our monument to our first president and founder, George Washington. It's a beautiful layout. We got the reflecting pool there, just fantastic. But this is it. This is the Jefferson Memorial, man. It's what I wanted to see, especially when Cherry Blossom Festival's on right here in the Tidal Basin. People love to see this. I love to see it too. It's one of the big three monuments here in DC to me, you know, that celebrate our great presidents. It's all right here in our nation's capital. Old Ebbitt Grill, right? It's a Washington, D.C. institution. It's the oldest bar in the city. Built in 1856, it opened here, before the Civil War. Presidents have served themselves right behind that bar, man. They've had all the political leaders come here, open till 2 a.m., that kind of thing. You know, look at it. It's packed. It's 10:30 at night. We've had a great shoot, a great tribute to our country here in America. It's been wonderful. One last thing to say, my friend. Cheers to America. And so now we come to the close of our first Transit Unplugged TV special, How Do I Get There? We've shown you all the monuments, the food, the fun in America's national capital city, Washington, D.C. And we've shown you something special, how to use public transportation to get around to all of these great locations. Whether you're riding WMATA's bus service or Metro, we talked to the CEO, Randy Clarke, about it, or the streetcar, or the buses, or the scooters, or the bikes, and you can use all of that to get around this amazing capital city. Hopefully you've enjoyed this opportunity and will use it as a guide the next time you come to visit our nation's capital to use public transportation to see all that this city has to offer. Only here on Transit Unplugged TV.